It was a normal day in Safari. Teclis was being given an atomic wedgie by his much beefier brother, Tyrion. Teclis was wondering to himself, why the fuck do I put up with this shit? And at that moment he decided he needed to go on a trip. Since his brother wasn't going to because he wanted to be near the Sword of Cain so he could give him big hugs later on. So, Teclis put on his favourite man dress, covered in moons, and wandered off to Lustria. Then when he got to Lustria, he realised he had no idea what the fuck he was doing. So he asked me, Ashen Ninja, to come and do a getting started campaign with him. Wanted to get on to becoming legendary. So here I am with a getting started campaign for Tetris. That's a completely different game style. We'll go with Teclis instead. Tetris. What am I? Drunk? Maybe a little. Probably not. Anyway, so the initial challenge for the Order of Law Masters under Teclis is hard. We get better diplomatic relations, so many hugs with men, high elves, wood elves, lizard men, and apparently dwarves, which is a bit weird because dwarves don't like elves. Construction cost for mage buildings is down a bit. Whoop-de-doo. Recruitment rank for Lawmasters and Archmages and Mages is up by 5, which is great, except it doesn't affect the one you start with, so it's a bit weird. Recruitment cost for Swordmasters of Hoth and Phoenix units. Well, we might get some Phoenixes, you never know. So that's a minus 25% there. Starts with War Magic, and he can poop fire. Also starts with a Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, Swordmasters of Hoth, and a Great Eagle. And I'm playing it on Legendary. As always, the methods and things I use to start off these campaigns should be fairly applicable to lower levels play as well, except of course for the amount of public order problems you'll have. Other than that, it's mostly the same, sort of. Some of it is a bit harder. Alrighty, so we start down here, far south of Ulthuan, whose donut is up there, with Tyrion wondering if he can balance it on his knob, not realising that the hole is not for balancing, it's for screwing. But he'll work that out eventually when he finds himself somebody else's wife, namely Alariel, and makes a child with her. But that is a video for another day. So, start off with
Lawmaster of Hoeth,
Obermon. He's a fortuitous Lawmaster of Hoth.
Servant of the Tower.
We'll send him off to the Fuming Serpent, which is 100% going to have Skaven in it, because it always does. But, as you can see, it didn't cost us anything, and I got a level. So that's a free level that upsets some people I'm already at war with.
High Lawmaster of Hoeth.
Now, what you can do is you can go straight up and attack that army, but you'll end up short of the Fuming Serpent,
Moving on.
and it won't stand there and fight you. So, get some more archers instead. I move him over there just to get him a little bit closer to make sure I will be able to get there next turn.
Crush those
and since I won't be using any of those troops, I say goodbye to that building as well.
The Skaven Plague ends.
You don't always start with a mysterious island over here. Very mysterious. What was I doing? Technology. Technology. There's only one technology we can research at the moment. Now, you do not start at war with the Dreadfleet.
Noble boar.
But they don't like us all the same. You do start at war with these boys. So, let's get fighting. Next turn. All of those movements are the same. They always seem to do, at least for me. That's all the same as well. So we are going to attack the Fuming Serpent. I am going to auto-resolve that one.
There is no limit to my power.
Techie in there.
My powers are needed.
Good circle, because we want to actually get
Giran protects me.
him involved.
They may have refuge. Treading lightly. Steady hand is needed. Take anything of value.
Just going to
By
sack it.
the gods!
It's going to be a semi-sack city for a little while, which sounds weirder than it is. Don't worry. Old Techie gets a level. Now, Teclis is actually a really good lord. He has a fair few different spells. It's unfortunate that Flames of the Phoenix is only a 2 cast per battle, but you can get Chain Lightning as well, so not too bad. He's got some healing spells. A Net of Amantok is always good, especially if we go for a full archer army, which I'm already going for. This line is okay in a couple of spots. If you can get to Manifold Sorcery, it's good, but I don't know if I want to get 8 of those, personally. This line is excellent, with lowering miscast chance and a lot of extra power reserves along the way, as well as greater Arcane Conduit. And what are you? Available Sublime Focus. Yeah, that's alright too. Gives him more survivability. Hero Success Chance and Ward Saves for your mages as well. Also a very nice thing. Gets himself an Arcane Phoenix, which is a really nice bird to have flying around. Something you do want to note with all casters is fast flyers or fast ground units are great. Fast flyers are better than ground units. You won't get bogged down in enemy lines with them. Blue line is the same as always. Red line is the same as always. I'll be going through here because I want to get Lightning Strike as fast as possible. Getting Bowmaster is really good as well for Sisters of Avalon and Archers and all that stuff. But we'll probably do blue line, and then I'll probably look at some magic and some of the magical accessory stuff. Lawmasters are good to have as a bit of a healer, so I normally give just a little bit of healing to them, and then I run their blue line. Then I run their melee line. Until I'm almost out of points, and then I'll try and get 2 power reserves, because more magic equals more win. With our gap here, one of them, because having a noble, even a shitty noble, is very, very useful. And on to the next one.
Victory was assured.
Now you will notice I left him in enemy territory, because I know that they're not going to be attacking him. So what I can do is attack that town straight away next turn, then move him back into my territory and recruit. I couldn't do that last turn. I wouldn't have been able to recruit. I would have had to force march
Master
him back.
of the White Tower.
So that's
I know
it.
the way.
Fuming Serpent again.
The gods.
Lose
Sack
a couple
this
of
place.
troops.
The gods guide
Too
me.
bad. Get him back just across the
Onward.
line.
Another victory.
And we will throw in more archers.
Teclis, High Lawmaster.
We're going to want wary, because we are going to be fighting Skaven around the place. And we want to be wary of Skaven. And wary, I'll just go back into it, is reduces, gives you ambush defense chance. So it reduces chance to be ambushed. And that's a good thing. Because when you're running Sisters of Avalon, like I'm probably going to end up doing, you tend to get killed really quickly if you're getting ambushed. So let's try not to do that. Now, looks like they've done a couple of different things. I don't remember him doing that move before.
Admiral of Cars
Look in that. So that's concerning.
By the gods.
But
starting my
we'll push
journey.
on.
I will give.
Smash Fuming Serpent once more.
Claim their meat. I go then.
Nice. Got him to level 4 now, so his quest for the Moonstaff will kick off. now make him hard to hit. More melee defense is always good for those heroes.
The Asa are troubled.
Move along once more. Let's see what they are planning on doing. Okay, no, that's all fine. I'm okay with everything happening there. So every now and then I've found Lockheed will arrive on your island a turn earlier. So this is clearly just a turn later.
High Lawmaster of
This will
Hoeth.
get us
Back.
another win against the Skaven.
Plunder and pillage it is. Go.
Sack it. Minus enemy winter magic. Okay, yep, that's fine.
My steps
Pop
are
across
guided.
there and the 3 archers. So what that pop-up was before is Vermin of
Ever victorious.
Heridithi? I don't know. Basically I need 2 wins over the Skaven. So as long as he doesn't take
Aboard the Tower
Fuming
of Blessed
Serpent
Dread.
next turn, I'll have that sewn up. Hopefully he won't. Oh, looks
I
fine.
foresaw this victory.
I forgot to check to see if I could get a hero. Go me. Aren't I fantastic? Oh, that's the first time I've seen Skrulk that early. Interesting. It doesn't matter how many playthroughs you try and do, something new will always pop up. Speaking of something new popping up,
You must
let's see what
restore
we've got.
order.
Divisive. Oh no, we don't want that. That will have to do.
What do you require?
We're going to be using
Teclis.
him to get us plenty of influence.
Wisdom
So
leads me.
we don't need him to have a good trait or
Battle
anything.
calls me.
Another
Take anything of-
auto resolve and sack it. And we now have ourselves the Staff of Lilith.
Defender of truth.
Staff of Lilith. This item is in transit. So regrowth, minus 3 wins,
As I
plus
expected.
18 power reserve, and minus 20% for our
Ever victorious.
miscast chance, which is good for Teclis, because we want him
My
to be
infinite
casting
knowledge is
a lot.
yours.
It's not like he can fucking melee anything to death. Even with a sword like that. Still a nice sword though. It is unique power here. Capacity mages, recruit rank mages. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it gives him hero recruitment all provinces. That is actually really cool. So you can just kind of go, and mages everywhere! Rah! We'll entrepreneur you to death.
Victory was assured.
Let's see what he's going to do. Did he take it? Is the big question. He did. Okay. I should have moved back then. Got myself some replenishment. Some replenishment. It's terrible. Terrible.
Master of the White Tower.
Right.
By the cruel
So
seas.
that's 7 and 5. Let's start getting that building in there.
I await your command.
We'll drop
I
him
am a
in
fountain of
here.
knowledge.
Even though
Teclis,
he's not
High
technically very
Lawmaster.
good for fighting. And let's declare war on the
Rookie up.
Dreadful Dread. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look
Now
like
is not
it
the
will
time.
be 100%
A steady
difficult.
hand is needed.
Should be okay. With a noble and a lawmaster, we've got a couple of tanky heroes. Well, one of them's not particularly tanky with minus 10 physical resistance. Oh, a knightish battle. I will gamble that. Get ourselves set up. Now, my preferred setup for these guys is using the old
It will be done.
checkerboard.
Archers.
And I always
Without
select the
fail.
wrong key when I do that.
Archers!
Every single time.
Understood.
Checkerboard coming in.
Loyal.
Lovely.
Orders
Let's
received.
pop our swordmasters over this
Spearman.
side, spearmen over here.
Lawmaster of
Let's
Hoel,
put the noble there,
servant of the
lawmaster
tower.
there, and techie. Middle. Now what we should do actually is
Tremble before me. Teclis, master of the White Tower.
and we'll take control and alt, and we just want to turn
I
a bit.
concur.
Just a bit. Alright. Let's mess with their lines a little bit. Always a fun prospect, though we're probably going to take a bit of damage doing this. That mana core could cause us some problems. It's quite hard to say.
Teclis.
Teclis. Teclis, Teclis.
Scython, hear me.
Fireball going out. Ah, he was protected.
Lawmaster of Hoel,
Warmaster, you've got a spell. You can throw at him as well, so let's do that.
Direct
Get that
me.
noble to go fight Lockyer Felheart. Whoa. Get him
I am
going
ready.
there.
Hear my words. Moving out. Stop.
Teclis back from the front line there.
Understood. It will be done.
Ancestors.
Understood. Without fail.
Our magic is
Understood.
Get plenty
Make
of
it of one
archers
bow.
firing
For
over this
duty.
way.
It will be done.
But focus more on units than anything else.
Archers.
Lawmaster of Hoel,
Okay, now Noble has gotten himself wrecked. Where the fuck are you going? Jeez.
Assyrian guides us.
Warden of Safari, Latte Lecky,
Bit of healing for the old.
Asa, move. You're it there.
Firing
Archers.
to that.
At once.
Good idea. Almost got
White
that
Tower
front line down.
Guardian, at once.
Yep, there we go. Managed to get them to
Noble.
the army loss penalty, so that's excellent. Excellent. Sorted. Don't flee off the field of battle. Come back. What hasn't broken? A bit odd. Excellent. There we go. He's rallied now.
Lawmaster,
Let's get these two together. Get some heals down. Why did I do it that way? That.
Son of Ulfwood. Together.
Let's get him here. Bird, you go there.
Lawmaster of Hoel,
I'm more worried about the bird than the noble. Because the noble I can literally chuck out of the army and then back into it. But overall that went okay. I'd say great, but it went okay. Swordmasters certainly cop some punishment. Again, not too concerned about them either. If we can just get a little bit more healing done. Just remember, I think I built the wrong building just before. Things you remember when you're doing other things. Come on, one more heal please. One. Oh, I'm not going to get enough mana back. Oh well. Rightio, that's still the Eagle's doing okay. Main thing we needed to get rid of was the mana core, but in the end, we get rid of everything, and that's what's important. Wow, those bleak swords really fucking wrecked them, didn't they? Damn. Or maybe they were wrecking them. Either way, really. Mania Cash, and we are going to occupy it now.
Master of the White Tower.
And that is Locky defeated. We don't actually want that building, we want a growth building. Growth is super important right now. Need to get growing. Now, there is a bit of an issue in the build at the moment where
Resting for
taking a hero out of an army will heal them full.
Resting a spell.
So that's not me doing that deliberately, that's just because there's a bug. You can literally drop all of your heroes out of your army at the moment while they're horrendously, horrifically, badly wounded, and plop them back in, and you're good to go. That's a bummer. I was hoping they'd keep the Black Ark nearby. But I have a plan. It's not a good plan, it's not even a great plan. It's probably not even an alright plan. But it's a plan. Alright, yep, that can go up, and we'll take more growth here.
High Lawmaster
Pop
of Hoeth,
Teclis
Master
out
of
of
the
there,
White Tower,
and put him
laying
into
in wait.
ambush stance,
I await your command.
and
I know the way.
we'll get that noble sailing down this way.
I will move momentarily.
Alright, yep, we're going to have a rebellion next turn, which is perfectly fine.
Defender of truth.
Get into that now. So the good thing is, so as you can see, I've now got another army heading up here. That's basically because they don't know where Teclis is. It's the only real way to get the AI to do really stupid things. Well, it's one of the ways to get the AI to do really stupid things. I've got a really weak settlement right there at the Fuming Serpent, and yeah, I want it back. We're going to take the unhappy populace. So I'm actually okay with taking a few
Wisdom awaits.
of
Your
the
word is
old,
my command. Attack!
whatever these are called,
A steady hand.
rebellions.
Restrain the captive. I know the way. There is no limit to my power. Starting my journey. Preparing an
Into
ambush.
ambush there.
This will fail.
Even if they
No.
retake Fuming Serpent, that's not really a problem.
My visions predict failure.
I reckon we'll be able to defeat that army.
Teclis,
So
High Lawmaster.
I reckon may not be the best of reckonings, but
What do you require?
it's all good. Oh good, my noble has made it down to Chupiatl. Alright, next turn we attempt to take out that Dreadfleet army that has just arrived. It's Dreadfleet on there. Oh, Blessed Dread, sorry. Oh, they have peace with Clan Festa now, so we're going to have Clan Festa popping up with some armies soon as well. So right
My
now,
infinite knowledge
basically,
is yours.
what we're doing is
Kadaif unleashed.
trying to train Teclis and his army to be better. Yeah,
The gods
that
have
should
spoken.
be fine. It's all just relatively slow-moving infantry. Their ranged is relatively powerful, but we have longer range than they're ranged, so... This time what I'm going to do a slightly different checkerboard. I'm actually just going to do 2 lines, but it's still in that checkerboard style formation. That's because I don't think anything is really going to try and flank us in this battle. I could be completely wrong on that, but you know, what you gonna do? Sometimes you're right, mostly I'm not.
Loyal!
Every second unit, that's pretty good.
Archers!
Then we fuck it up. So now we have to
It will
start
be done.
again.
Archers! Loyal!
There we go, got it that time.
Without fail.
Swordmasters over here,
Spearmen!
Spearmen over here.
Command me! Teclis!
Teclis
None
the
can
Teclis.
comprehend my power!
That's good.
Servants of the tower!
Now we'll quickly throw a heal straight down on him. And he's going to go do a little
Teclis.
bit of disrupting.
Eagle claw!
Change that to night. Yep. Just because I like messing with their formation a bit.
Our magic is strong!
No, we're gonna take the bait. That's no good. Might be still too far away as well.
Scython! Hear me!
How long a range do you have? Long enough.
Gyron protects me!
Oop, he's getting himself shot up now. Come on. Gonna move or what? You're just gonna stand there and get your ass shot. Silly old buzzard.
Chosen of Hoeth! Loremaster of Hoeth!
Problem with bounce spells, I find,
Sir Louis Sider! Speak quickly!
is they don't have a lot of recast to...
The skies are defended! Teclis!
It's good for the skies to be left undefended.
Ahain Kadaif! Beware! Enemy yes! Seeking a foe!
Back Teclis, leave a present for him.
Louis! The winds are rising!
Doing massive amount of damage to a lot of their range, which is really nice.
Elthrai Haratoi!
There.
Loyal!
You shoot further.
Teclis!
You know you're having a bad day when... Ooh. Oh jeez.
Magical power! Ever vigilant!
If Teclis manages to rout you, then you know you're having a really bad day. Alrighty, that
Making
went
my way!
quite well actually.
White Tower Guardian!
Better than I was expecting it to, which is nice.
Lepain
Let's see if we can heal up old Teclis.
The winds are ours. Our magic is strong.
But apparently our recharge rate is not. Come on, get to 6. I'll try and get Teclis some more health. He doesn't exactly have a lot of life to him these days. He's finally got his underwear out of his ass from that last wedgie from Tyrion, so come on. Just keep it out of there. Don't get me wrong, he's wearing his special panties that keep the sweat from pooling too much in his balls as well, small as they are. Lovely. Very few kills to their name.
Restrain the captives.
You know what? Let's take the money.
My infinite knowledge is yours.
Ah, beautiful. We have another one of our special items. So, Moonstaff of Lilith. And now the Scroll
As
of
I
Hoeth.
expected.
Now they are
Teclis.
still in range, so thank you for
I
coming.
will give you.
I'll see you in hell.
Enslave them.
Oh, I lost a lot more than I was
Void.
expecting there.
My infinite knowledge
Right,
is
we
yours.
will force march him back
With
to
haste.
the land
Coming
into
ashore.
Fuming Serpent, just to get some replenishment,
Master of the White Tower.
and give him Lightning Strike. And his Lore Master will get Foe Seeker, because I want to get through to the next lot of Blade Shield for some more melee defense for him. Alright,
people
so
arrested.
that's where we are at so far. We're fighting the Dread Fleet. They don't really have much in the way of armies at the moment.
You have my attention.
While I'm remembering to do things before I move on,
There will be carnage.
make sure we start securing that influence. It is super important. Right, so fighting the Dread Fleet, we've got them on the back foot, and hopefully we can keep them that way.
The Assa are
We're
troubled.
mostly trying to grow here as well. We've got a lot of growth coming in. So once we can get to
Dark-hearted
preferably at least 3 so that we can get... Oh no, we'll need to get rank 4 for the Handmaidens. So we're going to have to look at that. But we'll see how we go. So this is going to continue in the next episode.
Madness
So hopefully you've
will
enjoyed it so
consume
far.
the Druid.
And I will see you in the next one. Good luck.